everybody. I'm Moondog Mooney, and this is JC Flash. This is Shockwave, brought to you by Future Great Wrestling, and we are coming to you from the FGW Arena in Hamilton, Ohio. In the ring, our first matchup tonight, the debut of Lena Lennox. Also tonight, JC, we find out what happens to Jaxon Breeze. Who will he name as his replacement? Look at this, JC, over here in the corner. It's Halloween season. We've got a coffin. And in the main event tonight, Sean Casey, big tag team main event.
Tag team main event, Sean Casey, undefeated streak on the line. Like it always said, isn't a Sean Casey match. Shockwave's going to be huge. It's always huge. Mooney, you're back. I'm here. What a night.
All right, everybody, let's take it up to the ring. Referee Glenn Young calling for the bell. And the pretty little psycho, Shauna Reed, now engaged to Cody Hawk, is in the ring, and she'll be taking on newcomer to FGW, Lena Lennox, from the Mid-Atlantic by way of the 757 area code. She is a 3-year pro and considers herself a technical wrestler, JC.
Shauna Reed, I was going to say she was technically in that waist lock, but now there's a counter there. Shauna Reed looks like she's on the offense at this particular point in time in the early going of this match, but there's a lot of match left to go, Mooney.
Lennox looking to get a win in her debut here on Shockwave.
Nice sequence there. Shauna Reed and Lennox feeling each other out.
Of course, Shauna Reed is the Super Zeta Memorial Champion.
That's right. Won that in Origins, too. Defeated Logan Blackheart. What a match that was.
It's a big tournament, and that match brought tears to everybody's eyes here at the FGW Arena. And she did come out on top and looking for a victory here tonight on Shockwave against Lennox.
I don't know if I trust Shauna Reed. Oh, how about that, Mooney? Leaving Shauna Reed hanging. Oh, German suplex. Enough of this. A regular suplex. What is it? Here we go. Belly to belly suplex. That's 3 suplexes of different varieties, Mooney.
And look, tried to set up that playpen, but Lennox has made it to the ropes.
Of course, that playpen she borrowed from Nigel McGuinness. Student of the game is Shauna Reed.
You break the hole. There's the rules.
Of course, Nigel McGuinness didn't call it the playpen. Not quite his style.
And Lennox instructing Glenn Young on how to officiate the match.
Come on, man. Get out of the way. I need a second. Do you see? She was breaking one.
And Lennox wants a breather out on the apron.
Oh, look at that chop block, Mooney.
Right to the back of the left leg.
Enough to explode your knee. Now kicking that same knee. Again and again.
Lennox putting a lot of torque on the knee and also pressing back on the ankle in an awkward position.
And really twisting that leg in all different kinds of ways, and Shauna Reed screams in pain. Gotta watch their shoulders. Glenn Young being careful. Shauna Reed gets her shoulders down during the submission hold. That counts as a pinfall.
And Lennox has picked a body part. Can she turn Reed over, looking for the Boston Crab?
Trying to twist her. No, Shauna Reed fights it. Attempt
Reed keeping her shoulder underneath. And Lennox caught her.
And look at a high angle on that Boston Crab, Mooney.
Good call, JC. That is high angle. If she can sit back down on Reed, she may get a submission. And Reed there, in that instance, she's the taller, the larger of the 2 competitors, and that worked out to her advantage, pushing Lennox off into the ropes.
Yeah, using that length to her advantage, but Lennox is still on the offense. Here we go again, taking us to that knee, Mooney. The kicks to the thigh. That leg pinpointed, as you mentioned. And why not just drive it into the ring? Not pretty, but can you argue that it's effective? You know, I'll answer that for you, Mooney. No, you can't.
Very effective, and now nothing technical about what Lennox is doing there.
Can you tell us what that move's called?
I know the rules.
Oh, and now Lennox getting into it with our ring announcer, Rick Tom.
Oh, you don't smell like strawberries.
It's just a 5. It's true. Referee counts to 5 while the competitor grabs the ropes and touches the ropes in whatever manner. Hold on, here's a cover. And that competitor would be disqualified going for another cover. However, she broke before 5. She knows what she's doing in there, Mooney.
Yeah, it's okay.
And again, Lennox taking out the base, not allowing the pretty little psycho to get to her feet in order to initiate some sort of offense. And Reed is in trouble.
She is, and you know, the pretty little psycho Shauna Reed, she's been on quite a roll since our return. You know, Shauna Reed, she defeated, along with Callie Wild, Amos and Jake Shepard in an intergender tag team match last week. And then a week before that, she got engaged right here in the middle of the ring, Mooney. Oh, a moment that was in FGW history and in the life of Shauna Reed and Cody Hawk.
And into the boot goes Lennox. Ran right into that one, JC.
Face the boot, it hurts every time. Sling blade from Shauna Reed. Shauna Reed now off the rope. Flatliner.
And that may have been a mistake. Reed hitting the ropes like that put more influence on that injured leg.
That's right, to deliver that, a cover there, to deliver that flatliner, that quick snap flatliner. Yeah, you got to jump off your knee, got to use the spring and that hinge. And yeah, Shauna Reed, she had to have felt that. Going for a cover again here, Mooney.
Shauna, it was just 2 here.
Oh, please.
Her shoulder was up.
Are you sure it wasn't 1, 2, 3 like that?
And Reed has turned her back on her opponent. And that was not a wise idea. Now, oh, wow.
Jawbreaker. Right through that chin there.
And again, Reed hits the ropes, but caught with an Arn Anderson-like spine buster.
Put the spine on the pine, so to speak, Mooney.
2. Shoulder up.
2 and 1 century.
And as I spoke to Lennox,
1, 2.
Glenn Young with a 2 count.
2.
Lennox is dogged in trying to get that pinfall. She looks like she keeps trying. If she fails once, she goes back to the well.
You know what, regardless of whether or not she's going to get the pin or not, with a tantrum going on, I would say that every time that she does that, Shauna Reed has to exert energy to kick out. However, Lennox exerting energy to throw that tantrum, probably not the best tactics, but you know what happened, happened.
Being from the, now as I spoke to Lennox before the matches tonight, oh, small package. And Reed could not secure the other leg.
So tell me what you spoke to Lennox about.
Lennox is a big fan of the Horsemen growing up in the Mid-Atlantic area, and that's why we see some of the tactics we do from her. Her influence are the 4 Horsemen.
Say that's a pretty good group of guys to be your influence, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, if you're going to model yourself after some folks in the business that are successful, the 4 Horsemen are right at the top of the list.
Those guys, they did all right for themselves, and there's a Space Invader. Here we go, Mooney. That's the cover. That's the 3. That's the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, the pretty little psycho, Shauna Reed.
Shauna Reed spoiling the debut of Lena Lennox here on Shockwave. JC, pretty good match. Start off with.
You know, Lena Lennox impressive. Shauna Reed victorious. Pushing that momentum forward that she's gained from last week after that big win. And yeah, what a way to start off Shockwave. I'm into it.
I am so glad to be back. If you're watching on our official YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Right now, we're going to take you to the backstage area for a very special interview with Jay West.
Hey folks,
Jay West back here, and I just wanted to get an opportunity to maybe talk to some of the new people around here. Lena, can I have a minute of your time?
I have never been so embarrassed in my life. Today was supposed to be my day. My day. And Shauna, you took that away from me. I only do two things in this world. That is wrestle and win. And if I can't do both of those in that order on every night, well then God help whoever steps into the ring with me next. Because whatever damage I do, I want everybody out there to know, I want Shauna to know, it's on your hands. You're welcome.
Well, not quite the most polite introduction, but let's get back out to the ring and see some more great action.
Welcome back to Shockwave, everybody. I'm Moondog Mooney alongside Jaxon Flash, coming to you from the FGW Arena in Hamilton, Ohio. A great tag team matchup coming for you as the Bold and Beautiful take on Ryan Wild and Harley Fairfax. JC, who has the edge?
The Bold and the Beautiful have the edge, and I'll tell you why. They are a team. The Bold and the Beautiful, they've teamed together for more than a year. Harley Fairfax, Ryan Wild, not a team. Harley Fairfax and Ryan Wild, you know, they're successful individually, and Ryan Wild and another team is his brother Stevel, but, you know, they are not going to have the cohesion that Shea Solo and Jacob Rose are going to share in this contest.
And a little Rochambeau deciding who will start the matchup. Circle gets the square and Harley Fairfax. Want to quickly remind everybody that coming up this Friday, October 30th, it's WrestleWeen at the FGW Arena. We'll have a costume contest, 50-50 split the pot raffle, and of course, great wrestling action right here at 190 North Brookwood Avenue. I can't wait.
Me neither, Mooney. And remember, you can catch us on Shockwave every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. on YouTube. But you know that if you're watching the show right now, don't you?
Everybody at home, I want them to like, share, and subscribe our official YouTube channel and make sure that they show up this Friday, October 30th, live for Friday Night Fury, because not only will you see great wrestling action, some of the great wrestling action we don't put on Shockwave. You have to see it in person. So it's going to be a great night. WrestleWeen brought to you by Future Great Wrestling.
Right now in the ring, Harley Fairfax taking it to Jacob Rose, who counters a wrist lock there, and now a hammer lock from the Black Widow.
Fairfax controlling not only the left ankle, but she has control of the right foot.
Now Fairfax studied in multiple different forms of martial arts. Quite a colorful arsenal of maneuvers Harley Fairfax obtains. And look at this, Ryan Wild now the legal man.
Ryan Wild, as you see, tagged in, tapping Fairfax's back. Back tags are legal in FGW tag team rules. And Wild exposing. Oh!
Oh my God! Just gripped the areolas of Jacob Rose and tossed him across the ring.
Ryan Wild just nipple-bealed Rose out of the corner and now smashing his head into the foot of Fairfax.
You know what I was saying about the tag team cohesion of the Bold and the Beautiful, I gotta say, So far, in the early going in this match, Mooney, Ryan Wild and Harley Fairfax, they're looking like a pretty good team together.
Fairfax with a kick to the sternum, and now gonna set for a suplex, and she got it.
Snapping Jacob Rose down. Here's the cover.
Rose with the kick out. Bold and Beautiful, as JC mentioned, have more experience as a tag team, and certainly having their trouble in the early going here on this tag team match on Shockwave.
I gotta say, I'm really surprised at what we're seeing. Ryan Wild with a charging in the corner, and there's a snapmare kick to the chest, Mooney. And here we go, Harley Fairfax, now the legal competitor, stomp to the gut. Another pinfall.
Still to come tonight, we find out who Jaxon Breeze will have replace him as general manager of FGW, and the big tag team main event, FGW champion Sean Casey tagging with the quintessential male Jake Shepard to take on Justin Dream and Jonah Wales.
What main event that's gonna be, but it looks like the Bold and the Beautiful turn things around. Shea Solo tagged in, driving his boot into the face of Harley Fairfax. And Shea Solo now heavily on the offense, taking it to Harley.
And the Macchiato Mac Daddy series of elbows to the back of the arm of Fairfax, and a stomp by Jacob Rose.
All right, coming right off the second rope, stomping hard. There's a knee right into that same arm, Mooney.
The Bold and Beautiful lost out on 2019 Tag Team of the Year to the High Heels of Justice.
What a travesty that was.
What a feud that was.
Remember when Shea Solo blew that fireball into Ricky Graham's face?
I do recall.
Hey, you know my favorite thing about the return of FGW has been? The lack of Ricky Graham. We haven't seen him say, I hate Ricky Graham. Mooney, let's not talk about Ricky Graham while we have a match in the ring.
I didn't bring him up.
Shut up. Watch what Jacob Rose is doing to Harley Fairfax.
Smearing her face into the canvas.
Bold and Beautiful, they have really turned this match around, Mooney.
Fairfax trying to dig deep to get that tag made. And Shea Solo. Shea Solo tried to intervene, and now Ryan Wild is in. Big double team.
God, knee to the face. Shea Solo checking out his partner there. Knocked into next week.
Glenn Young, is he allowing the tag?
Shea Solo with some harsh words to Glenn Young.
Harley Fairfax is now the true legal competitor for her team. Jacob Rose, series of knee lifts into the gut, knocking the wind out of the Black Widow.
Now back into the wrong corner if you're Harley Fairfax is Shea Solo. Taking it to the midsection, the left to the right. Snap air into the middle of the ring, and there's a basement dropkick to the back.
Solo stringing together a nice set of offense.
Oh, man. That tear the hair out of the head of Harley Fairfax. Soccer ball kick to the back. Having some words with Glenn Young. Oh, look at this, Jacob Rose. Shea Solo had the referee distracted. And now Jacob Rose legal, Mooney.
Again to the midsection goes Jacob Rose as he tags in, trying to take control of Fairfax. And Fairfax, forearm blows. Irish whip.
Oh, double kick to both faces of both legal competitors.
Fairfax almost to the corner, made the tag. Ryan Wild with a big clothesline on Rose, and a second. And Young, again, confused as to who the legal competitor is.
Didn't see the tag.
Nothing. She's a legal woman, stupid.
Oh, no, look at this. O'Connor roll. Got the tights. Ah! That's it.
The Bold and Beautiful have won this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, the Macchiato Mac Daddy, Shay Solo, and Jacob Rose, the Bold and Beautiful.
Doing whatever you gotta do to win a match. What a big win for the Bold and Beautiful. How impressive.
The more
Bold and Beautiful.
The more experienced team won. You could tell as they manipulated referee Glenn Young, and also had everybody confused with their chicanery.
Mooney, I told you that was gonna happen at the beginning.
You did.
I know what I'm talking about, you know.
All right, wrestling fans, we're going to take you right now back to Jay West, who's standing by with the Bold and Beautiful.
Oh, what have they got to say?
Folks, I'm back here with the Bold and the Beautiful, and can you guys explain to me what just happened out there? Like, do you have any concept of winning a match clean or anything?
Jay West, the Bold and the Beautiful are opportunists. And when we see an opportunity, we take advantage of it. You know why? Because we're smarter than all the dummies in the FGW arena. We're smarter than you. We're smarter than Big Fat Brian. We're smarter than Cody Hall. We're smarter than all of you. Because we are the Bold and the Beautiful, the best damn tag team in FGW history. Hate it or love it.
Week in, week out, we tell you constantly we are the most dominant team here. And every week we keep on showing and proving it. So, the Bold and the Beautiful, we will keep on reigning and beating anybody that steps in our way.
And don't forget to tell all your mamas and your sisters that Jacob Rose and Shay Solo are single. So y'all know.
That's not what this is. This platform's not for that. We're done here. Keep going. This platform is not for your personal dating. Anyway, let's take it back out to the room.
How's it going? All right. All right.
This is Robin Nelson, Future Great Wrestling, Beyond the Bell, and my guests are Brother Daniel, Deacon Ronald.
It's a congregation. Get it right, sir.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the guiding light, Matthew Taylor. You've been bragging about him for months. We haven't seen anything about him, and does he really know about you?
Yes, he does. Why do you think he doesn't know about us? He is coming soon. You will see. Oh, man in the yellow hat. You and Curious George will see.
You need to read one of these? Read it.
Because he is coming.
He's coming.
The moment you start telling the world what you really think of is the moment everyone's true colors start to show. Have no fear. I'll show you the way. With love, your guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
He wrote that himself.
And he is coming.
He is coming.
But I don't feel the guiding light.
You will see.
This is Robin Nelson, Brother Daniel, Deacon Ronald, and there you have it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the familiar music of owner-operator of Future Great Wrestling, Mr. Brian Levick. And I think right now, JC, we're going to find out the future of Jaxon Breeze.
Welcome, FGW fans. I gotta tell you, this is a great Friday night. I'm in such a good mood because if some of you remember, a couple weeks ago, I informed our general manager, Jaxon Breeze, that his contract expired in July.
A complete miscarriage of justice. Brian Levick pushing Jaxon Breeze out of this company.
It's been 2 weeks. So Jaxon Breeze, get out of here.
Oh, Mooney. Give me the last time we're ever joined by Jaxon Breeze.
I do. I do. And I want to apologize to everybody out in YouTube land that watches our show on YouTube, Shockwave. I acted very unprofessionally. I shouldn't have jumped down Jaxon Breeze's throat the way I did. But JC,
very
no,
unprofessional.
it was unprofessional. But when I see something happen, like money, trading hands.
On your face
God.
there, brother.
Anyways.
Will you just drop it, Mooney?
Oh, you think you got one up on me, right? It's a new beginning. Man, it's so many years of Jaxon. So many years, yes. And you've sat and you've leached off of all my experience as much as you could, and now you think you can do my job along with all the other jobs you're supposed to do that you never really quite get done.
Tell him like it is, Jaxon.
But I'll tell you one thing. You'll never get one over on me, Brian Levick. Never. And just to prove it, y'all ready to meet your new general manager?
Who's it going to be?
JC, look at that
I got a
scarf on
special
Jaxon
treat
Breeze's
for
neck.
you,
Does that look
Brian.
familiar from a video?
All right. So, who is it? Jaxon Breeze, that told me nothing. You're pretty impatient there, Brian. Look, he's right here. I'm waiting. Can't see him? I'm waiting.
Wait a minute.
I
The
don't
lid
see
to the
anyone,
coffin
Jaxon
just
Breeze.
opened up.
Who is that?
Oh,
Is it? It is!
no.
That's David Barnabas Spector! That's the leader of darkness worldwide! He's back!
The only man I thought that could possibly fill my shoes and do this company justice.
Unbelievable.
That's right. The one and only David Barnabas Spector.
David Barnabas Spector, he's returned. He's here tonight. He's the new general manager, Mooney.
Not smiling so much no more, are you there, Brian?
Are you telling me Jaxon Breeze has named David Barnabas Spector as his replacement for general manager of Future Great Wrestling?
That is exactly what's happening here.
Welcome,
History
general
made.
manager.
If it isn't my old dear friend, Brian Levick. Well, Brian, karma has finally come to collect. Please let me introduce you to the new GM of Future Great Wrestling. Yours truly, David Barnabas Spector.
Well, if there was any question before, there's not anymore. David Barnabas Spector, the general manager of Future
Brian.
Great Wrestling.
I don't forgive, and I sure as hell don't forget. The darkest days of FGW have only just begun. And my first official announcement, 1 week from tonight, in my ring. My ring.
His ring, Mooney.
The brand new FGW Halloween tradition. The leader, your leader, David Barnabas Spector presents WrestleWeen. Featuring not just any match, oh no, but rather, if you could step aside just a moment, Jackson, featuring a casket match.
A huge announcement.
Involving a man I'm all too familiar with. He is the Prophet of Pain, Amos, versus that vile, despicable, lying, treacherous, human piece of waste, the pretty little psycho, Shauna Reed.
Oh my goodness.
Now, Jackson, we've got some business to discuss back in my new office.
Well, it's apparent to me that Brian Levick has terrible lawyers because he has failed not only once but twice now to get a general manager that has absolutely no positive intentions for future great wrestling.
Mooney, let me tell you what you don't do, all right? What you don't do if you're Brian Levick is underestimate Jaxon Breeze. Jaxon Breeze, our former general manager, is always one step ahead. And what is this business that David Barnabas Spector and Jaxon Breeze could have to discuss in his new office?
No, not only that, 2 nights away, right here at the FGW Arena in Hamilton, Ohio, it'll be WrestleWeen, Friday, October 30th. Costume contest, 50-50 split the pot raffle, and then, of course, the big casket match. All that and more this Friday on Shockwave.
All right.
Well, then,
I got stuck in the... Anyways, okay. So I've come out here to try once again to wave a little flag in front of Brian or throw him a little parade or do something where he finally does the right thing and give me my FGW title match. But as I'm looking back there in the locker room, I just see new people, more people, other people getting my opportunities. And it doesn't set well with me at all. So, to prove once again to Brian how bad I really am, and I'm bad, brother. You bring out that bum that Brian brought in, and I'm going to beat him up real good.
Ladies and gentlemen from Dayton, Ohio, Ganger!
Welcome back to Shockwave, everybody. I'm Moondog Mooney at ringside with JC Flash, and of course Jay West is in the back doing our interviews. And right now, Ganger looking to go up against former FGW champion Mitch Magnus.
Ganger looks ready and raring to go. Mitch Magnus, well, he's been on, ever since we came back from our hiatus, he's been on a little bit of a losing streak. Looking to get his momentum geared back up here tonight against Ganger. But that's not going to happen if he takes those punches to the face. Ganger with an Irish whip, going for the elbow to the chest of Mitch Magnus. Another one there. Mitch Magnus getting out of dodge, and who can blame him?
Bring it back, Ganger. Bring it back. Bring it back. I need you in here, Mitch. Come on, one.
Magnus trying to collect himself.
Come on, back him up, back him up.
Two.
I think one of those shots from Ganger's elbow
Come on, Mitch. I need you
hit
in here.
the former champ right in the chin.
Oh no, and Ganger trying to grab Mitch Magnus by the hair and pull him back in the ring. Mitch Magnus able to turn the tides.
And the wrestling savant putting the boots to Ganger. Magnus, very aggressive here tonight on Shockwave.
Contact with his forearms. Ganger asking for more.
He's so stocky, is Ganger, and he's just smiling.
Oh no, Mitch Magnus not the good way here. Oh, overhead chop. The aggressiveness of Ganger, Mooney.
Ganger just throttling Magnus in the corner. And now, the whip, Magnus in. And Magnus held on. And again,
Back him up.
looking for a bit of a breather.
What? Oh. Two. Three. Let's go, Ganger. Four. Come on, I need you in here, Mitch.
Magnus again out there trying to get his bearings about him on the ramp.
Five.
Of course, if Magnus would like another shirt, he could purchase one here at the FGW Arena concession stand as they are available.
Nice plug there, Mooney.
Get in the ring, man. That's illegal. No, it ain't. That's illegal. No, it ain't.
And Ganger getting frustrated, waiting.
Two.
Forearm shots again from Magnus. And I think Magnus is making a mistake in trying to brawl with Ganger.
Bust my shirt off.
Well, Magnus, you know, he's known for those forearms, but yeah, Mooney, I'm inclined to agree with you. If I was Mitch Magnus, I would use the technical offense that he's mostly known for. Ganger, he is, well, he's a fighter. Ganger, he's the kind of guy that just wants to beat you up.
Yeah, he's a 2x4 to the back of the head is what he is.
Yeah, not a lot of wrist locks and arm bars and things of that nature. Scientific wrestling from Ganger.
Well, it's not that he's not capable of it. He was trained under Cody Hawk. It's just he prefers to bruise people.
And he does it quite nicely, if you ask me. But Mitch Magnus, you know, we're saying what we're saying, that Mitch Magnus, he looks like he's doing okay for himself right now. Snap suplex from Mitch Magnus, and there's a coming to Ganger. Kick out.
Glenn Young with a 2 count, and now Magnus with this new attitude of his, where the ends justify the means, choking Ganger.
Get off his throat.
He needs help. I'm helping.
No, you're
That's
not
all.
helping him. He fell down. I need to help him up.
You know, Mooney, if Mitch Magnus, if he wants his title shot so bad, you know who he's got to talk to now? He's got to talk to David Barnabas Spector, because if you're just joining us, let me fill you in on something huge. David Barnabas Spector been named the new general manager of FGW.
And Magnus looking for a neck breaker. Hangman's new neck breaker.
David Barnabas Spector, I think backstage watching this, I'm sure he's very impressed by that, Mooney.
Another 2 count for Magnus. Don't forget, later on tonight, it's FGW champion Sean Casey with the quintessential male Jake Shepard. They'll be taking on the tag team of Justin Dream and Jonah Wales. A great main event here on Shockwave.
And Mitch Magnus now with that rear chin lock to Ganger.
Come on, Ganger. What do you say? Let's go, Ganger. Come on, Ganger.
Trying to squeeze the chin and the head of Ganger. With everything he has.
1, 2, stop that.
Is Mitch Magnus. Ganger might be fading here, Mooney.
That's why Glenn Young is so intense right now. Looking at the eyes. When they begin to roll back in the head, that's when he knows that there's an oxygen flow issue and that it might be time to stop it. But Ganger seems to still be responding.
Couple shots to the face and head of Ganger there with Mitch Magnus. Icing on that cake.
I got him exactly where I wanted. I got him exactly where I wanted. Come on, Mitch. Come on.
Mitch Magnus seems pretty happy with the way this match is playing out. Out on the apron now is Magnus. Forearm to the back of the head.
Well, that's it. That's it.
Here we go, hook to the leg.
1, 2. Are you trying to screw me? No, he had 2. That was 3. That was 2. That was like 6.
Now that would be illegal.
Starting to hear a little more frustration coming from Magnus, Mooney. But still on the offense is the former FGW champion.
He hasn't yet figured out what he's going to have to do in order to inflict enough damage to keep Ganger's shoulder to the mat for 3 seconds.
Oh no, wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
Exploder suplex into the corner. Both men are down.
That low center of gravity by Ganger. He popped those hips and sent Magnus straight into the turnbuckles.
And Mitch Magnus landed real awkwardly against that corner, coming down on his neck and shoulders, and the back of his head. Referee Glenn Young up to a 6 count.
And Ganger, hook of the leg.
And look at that, Mitch Magnus, the veteran, gets his foot on the rope.
That's a first for me. He used the opposite leg, being as tall and lanky as he is, to get over to the ropes. Wow, he is a wrestling savant. Nicely done by Mitch Magnus.
Hear that impact.
German.
Magnus crashing down hard. Oh, what a clothesline.
Ganger using the forearm on that pin to add a little extra punishment to Magnus. Magnus had to use a lot of effort and energy to get out of that pinning attempt.
Magnus, he's fighting back, bringing everything he has in Ganger. And I would expect nothing less than the former FGW champion of the wrestling savant, Mitch Magnus. Very impressive in this match.
I tried.
His 133-day reign ended on February 7th of 2020 at our last huge show, Origins 2, as he was defeated by Sexy Sean Casey in controversial fashion.
It's not exactly been smooth sailing since then. Mitch Magnus has not had a whole lot of victories and has not won a match ever since our return.
And what is Ganger setting up for?
Oh my goodness.
Is this the Tower of London?
Oh, back of the head crashes down hard into the ring. This might be it for Magnus. 1, 2, 3, and it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Ganger!
And Ganger victorious over a former FGW champion, Mooney.
It was the Tower of London, a high stack and a hook of both legs, and that's what Ganger had to do to get the victory over Mitch Magnus. A great matchup here on Shockwave tonight, JC. Once again, wrestling fans, coming up, it's our main event. FGW champion Sexy Sean Casey teaming with Jake Shepard to take on the Black Sheep, Justin Dream, and Jonah Wales. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you to the back with our investigative reporter, Jay West, as he gets a word with Ganger.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay West here in the back with Ganger. Ganger, I've got one serious question for you. Are you seriously unstoppable?
Everyone in my entire life has called me the Pitbull. It's not a fancy name that you see all these other wrestlers give themselves. No, I earned that name from my peers. The Pitbull is back.
Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous to keep this going. Mr. Ganger, thank you for your time. Let's take it back out to the ring.
Welcome back to Shockwave, everybody. I'm Moondog Mooney alongside JC Flash, and this is our main event. Before we get underway, we want to make sure that everybody who's enjoying FGW, please like, share, and subscribe. JC, hell of a main event we got here tonight.
Right, Sexy Sean Casey teaming up with a quintessential male Jake Shepard. Let's not forget about Russell Actapool Bland at ringside. By the way, I'm pretty jealous of that vest, I gotta say. But they will be competing tonight against the Black Sheep, Justin Dream, the man that was defeated by Sean Casey just last week, and Justin Dream teaming with Jonah Wales, an up-and-comer here in FGW. Big-time tag team action tonight in our main event, Mooney.
And Jake Shepard attempting to throw it up. And now they're discussing it.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Sean Casey and John Murray don't look like they can call very often.
Very quickly, want to remind everybody that we told you earlier that coming up this Friday, October 30th, it's WrestleWeen here at the FGW Arena in Hamilton, Ohio. JC, tickets sold out already. Gone.
You gotta act quickly if you want to get a ticket to FGW these days, if you want to be a part of our live crowd here on Shockwave. due to the pandemic and the social distancing that must take place, limited capacity here in the FGW arena. You want to be here. You want to be part of these FGW moments. You have to act quickly.
And we are adhering to all the rules laid out by all the authorities. We are sanitizing the ring and the turnbuckles and the ropes and the canvas after every match. Fans are socially distanced and wearing masks, except when they're in their own family group. The only time they can have the mask down is when they're eating.
You know, Mooney, I gotta say, the pandemic, terrible, but making good of a bad situation. All these FGW fans having to put masks over their face. I wish this could have happened a long time ago, these masks, but I gotta say, I love seeing the faces of these fans covered up.
See all those belts that the world's greatest bodyguard is carrying. One is the Power Bomb Heavyweight Championship. The other is the Hot Shot Championship. And of course, he's still one half of the Vendetta Tag Team Champions, as well as being the undefeated FGW Heavyweight Champion.
And Jonah Wales doing a little dance in the ring. Jake Shepard doesn't look exactly impressed. Oh. Crossbody attempt did not work out for Jonah Wales. And there's a slam from Jake Shepard. Swinging those hips around, Mooney. The ladies in this arena in awe of the quintessential male. Teaming up with sexy Sean Casey. Two heartthrobs, Jake Shepard and Sean Casey.
Russell Bland at ringside wasn't happy about FGW champion Sean Casey tagging himself in. Shepard and Casey, yes, JC, they are mirror images of one another.
Okay. All right, Big J, let's get busy. We'll get it, baby. Yeah, here we go.
Jonah Wales now in there with the champion, who has been champion now 264 days. He has broken the record of both Mitch Magnus and Space Invader by a far margin, of course, helped out a little bit by the worldwide pandemic.
Yeah, a little bit of a question about whether or not that counts, but nonetheless, Mooney, what you said is true. Sean Casey scooping and slamming Jonah Wales.
Manhattan drop by Wales. Atomic drop by Justin Dream.
They're working on the tailbone of Sean Casey.
Those hips may not swivel quite as easily now. Wishbone. Shepard. Oh!
No! Sean Casey flattened.
Shepard just collapsed into Casey's nether regions, and Casey is trying to take a timeout on the outside.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're an idiot. What? Goof.
Sean Casey and Jake Shepard not working all that well together.
Come on, Sean.
Jonah Wales now got Sean Casey in that side headlock. Oh, look at that. Russell out there acting a fool. Tripping Jonah Wales, and Jonah Wales took his eye off the FGW champion, got a clothesline for his troubles.
And now Shepard with a boot to Wales. This is your main event here on Shockwave. Big elbow drop.
Sean Casey doesn't look like he's completely recovered from that that maneuver that led to Jake Shepard flattening him right in the little Casey.
Ah, watch it, JC. We're a family show. All the weight of the quintessential man, Jake Shepard, down on the leg of Jonah Wales, and Wales is in trouble now.
It certainly is. All that weight on the leg. Can you imagine, Mooney? There's a lot of Jake Shepard to love. And Jonah Wales can't be loving this. A stop to the knee.
And in comes Casey.
I'm still second in this team.
Wales trying to get to a vertical base and back elbow.
Oh, wait a minute. Backward goes Jonah Wales. Sean Casey.
Had a handful of that singlet, JC.
Here we go. And let's keep in mind, Mooney, Jake Shepard, Sean Casey, these guys are just not getting along. You know, it's there's no secret at this point. If, for whatever reason, let's say Jake Shepard were to get pinned in this match, or something that happened, some of the disagreeing that's going on from Sean Casey and Jake Shepard, if something should lead to them to lose this tag team match, that would be the end of Sean Casey's undefeated streak, Mooney.
And the Black Sheep trying to help rally the fans in the favor of Jonah Wales. Off the ropes comes Wales, spinebuster.
There's the cover, Mooney. Back press, no. Jonah Wales able to kick out.
Casey had both legs trapped and had a back press, but just did not get enough weight down on the shoulders. And now tagging in Big Jake Shepard.
Oh my God, the weight across the chest of Jonah Wales.
And a golf clap from Big John outside the ring. Big John looking on.
Hey, Sean, you think I should end this, boy? You think I should end him? Here's those spears eyes. We got some party in the dude. Let's go. Hey, cameraman, get a good look at this.
That's the quintessential male you're looking at.
Big John said use the wide lens for Shepard. He may be right.
Oh, man, about moved the ring.
And Casey trying to keep Wales from tagging in.
He was not successful because here comes the Black Sheep. Oh, Jake Shepard. Rock. Sean Casey take it down. Shepard grazed by that enziguri.
And a noggin knocker from the Black Sheep. And single-handedly, he is taking care of this team of the FGW champion, Sean Casey. Big Yakuza kick. And he may have him. Wait a minute. There's Big John.
Big John. Oh, no. A choke slam to Justin Dream. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Joe Lopez. Back turn, talking to Russell Act, a full plan, the wild cards on the outside, the wingman and the bodyguard, the foot on the rope. Justin Dream able to survive what just occurred.
Jake Shepard back to his feet. Shepard says he's about to win this match.
About to
We'll see. Oh, no, look at this. that went how Jake Shepard intended, and no. Oh, hold on. Jake Shepard, he's teetering. He's teetering. Oh, no!
And there you have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Big Jake Shepard and the FGW champion, Sexy Sean Casey.
But Jake Shepard, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He won the match. I don't think it exactly happened the way he pictured, but...
Yeah, the team of FGW champion Sean Casey and Jake Shepard successful here tonight in the main event of Shockwave. And wrestling fans, we have a new general manager. David Barnabas Spector takes over Jaxon Breeze's old job. And JC, your thoughts on that?
I think David Barnabas Spector is going to be, he's going to be an incredible general manager. David Barnabas Spector is the perfect guy to shake things up around here. What a way to keep the excitement at an all-time high. David Barnabas Spector, general manager. I love it.
And then next week, we've got the casket match. It's Pretty Little Psycho Shauna Reed taking on the Prophet of Pain, Amos.
That match is going to be nothing short of barbaric. There is some bad blood. There's a lot of malice that's built up in this feud. A casket match. The only way to win that match, you have to put your opponent's lifeless carcass in a casket and close it shut. Who is going to come on top of the shot of Shauna Reed and Amos? We'll find out.
All right, wrestling fans, for JC Flash, I'm Moondog Mooney. We'll see you right here next week on our official channel here on YouTube. The future is here.